What's going on, everybody? It's Monday, and let's talk about the Patato groove. So the Patato groove. Now, Carlos Patato Valdes is known as one of the greatest conga players to have ever lived. And if you don't know who Carlos Patato Valdes is, then I think you need to read a book or listen to music or get hip, because this is Carlos Patato Valdes. He is, to me, a guy that you have to put on your pedestal when it comes to conga playing. He is responsible for so many things. He is responsible for adding 2 drums into an orchestra. He's responsible to adding 3 drums to an orchestra, 4 drums, 5 drums. This guy is the one responsible for tuning at a specific note. He's the one responsible for these little tuning things. If not, you would need a lighter every time you played. And if you didn't know, and I didn't know this until a couple years back, I was at an event and I was talking to John Benitez. If you don't know who John Benitez is, then yeah, read a book, listen to some music. I'm talking about Grammy Award-winning bassist John Benitez. And we're having a conversation. He asked me who I looked up to in regards to conga playing, and one of the names that I said was Carlos Patato Valdes. And he told me, if I didn't know, that Carlos Patato Valdes was actually a bass player prior to playing congas, which then kind of like blew my mind in a way, because it put all these pieces together. This is why he was such a melodic player. This is why he had these tones and these grooves that just made you feel what he was playing. And look, he has many grooves, but this is one that caught my eye, and I kind of changed it in a way, but this is one that he really put forth and made a name for himself. And basically the pattern starts with going to your right. This pattern requires a lot of your weaker hand, because it's going towards the weaker hand, because your right is what's I would say it's kind of like the feel back into the rhythm. So it starts to your right. It's a right open, and then 2 left, and then 1 open to your main drum, and then 2 opens to your left drum, and then back to your main drum, and then back to your left twice, and then to your right. So it's so that's just the bass groove. When you start to add the slaps and accents that Patato used, it kind of puts all those pieces together. Now, Patato really didn't do like a slap like that all the time. He was more known for his just palm slaps. Like, that was like his signature play. That's what he used to do those accents. So when he was going to start with that rhythm, he would first initiate that with a slap using his palms. So it's so that's how he would transition in between both. It would be a slap to begin, then right. And since your right hand is right here, you could do just the right hit. So it's and a lot of and Patato did that for a long time, but something that's really hard to teach and hard to explain is what a lot of people in the streets call maña, which is like little diddles and little ghost notes and little accents that your body just reacts to the beat. And sometimes, and again, that's just the bass groove for that pattern. But sometimes you would end up hitting the main drum twice. So you would get, I'm gonna try to slow it down. But something that Carlos Patato Valdes was known for and will forever be known for is he always remained on that groove, and he always kept the flavor and the essence of what the groove was. And he was a showman. I mean, if you had the privilege to see him alive and see him play, and he was a showman, and this guy knew what to do it within the groove. He wasn't the fastest conga player. He wasn't the most technically sound. He didn't even project really loud. I mean, his famous move was, but this guy left a stamp with this groove. And if you listen to it, it's a song in its own. So if you notice that busyness it's accented, it's free, but the essence of the groove is Patato. Yeah. This groove is a hard one to teach, guys. So I hope you guys could have learned something within that. Yeah. So yeah. All right, guys. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, see whatever video I have, and I hope you guys continue watching me. All right.